She's kind of cute, eh? Hey, Cosway, how you doing, bro? You look a little bit angry. What? No, bro, relax, relax. It's okay. No, I got nothing with her. Look, just you can take back the picture. No, bro, chillax. Don't you want to be happy? Alombe minglava. I'm here to give my opinion and my review about the latest movie, Me. I totally enjoyed it. I had a very good time. Thank you so much for the English subtitles. This completely changes my experience with Myanmar movies. I'm gonna talk about the characters, the cinematography and the shots. Again, I'm not a professional in any way. I just make funny videos with this simple camera that I have. And what this movie really means for what I think is an improvement and a big transition in the Myanmar movies in general. So let's roll. All right, so I want to start with, well, let me put this picture down here. Enough messing around with this photo. And the drink. All right, let's start with the cinematography, the shots, the environment. I think that the movie was really gorgeous, especially the shots at the beginning of the film, the scenes at the river with the elephants. I thought they were completely amazing. The angles, the picture quality, the way that the transitions move from one scene to the other. I mean, I was really surprised. Like, big 2 thumbs up to the director and to all the people that were involved with the film. I thought it was beautiful, and I thought that it was a big improvement over a lot of other movies, mainly the comedies that we are so used to here in Myanmar, that their angles are very basic, you know? I mean, I understand that a lot of the other movies are just comedies, so you don't need to complicate things too much. But for this movie, it was something else. I mean, I was so impressed and I enjoyed it so much. It was really at the level of Hollywood. Even better than Hollywood in my opinion. I especially like that last shot near the end of the film where Me was standing in front of the house and you could see it all blurry and she just fell on the side, basically giving you the same situation, scene as the picture that was inside the house. I thought that was very thoughtful. Big thumbs up. You know, it's more than just entertainment. It had a certain artistic value. Loved it. I wonder when are they gonna have a foreigner in a Myanmar movie. I mean, if they call Leo DiCaprio or Brad Pitt, it will be a little bit out of budget, eh? Brad Pitt, Nene Sejide, no? I mean, I'm like the only funny foreigner in Myanmar that likes to make videos, eh? I mean, I'm up for it. If you would like to see Longyiman in a movie, write it down in your comments. Hey. Alright, cut that. Now, as for the characters, alright, let me talk first about Me, right? I mean, she's the main character, or you could say that Cosway is the main character, but it's a point of view. Me is simply a manipulator. I mean, she's just a manipulator. Like, throughout the film, we are kind of in the situation of Cosway where we are not sure to what extent she's lying or telling the truth. And I love it that we never really find out if certain things that supposedly Cosway thinks about her, if they're all completely lies, or if perhaps even by the end of the film where she marries Cosway and, you know, she seems like she came down finally from her craziness, we're still not sure if she's doing this because she feels ill and it's all still, you know, a bit of a, you know, as she says, you know, at the end of the movie, oh, I'm afraid of getting close to you because you're gonna think that I'm still pretending. So I love the fact that throughout the film, we never get to know 100% if there's any truth to anything that she says. Some twisted girls out there in the audience might like to have that power over men and that manipulation going on, right? But that's a little bit more for those of a darker taste. Now, Cosway, which may or may not be the main character depending on your point of view. Cosway is a bit one-dimensional. At the same time, Cosway is the character that we as the audience sympathize with. We like him, but at the same time we think a little bit bad of him because it's almost like he is a punching bag and he keeps on playing the role of the punching bag. Like, no matter what, if me cries, then, you know, Cosway is gonna be there like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take care of you, baby. Don't worry about it. It's alright. Like, I think for a lot of the audience, and again, I was there at the movie theater, and it was funny how a lot of people laughed when they saw Cosway take me back again and again and again. I mean, I thought it was funny as well. So, you know, I think that a lot of the people in the cinema were aware that it was a little bit ridiculous at some point. Like, and again, this is just about the characters, right? I thought the fighting was a little bit crazy, eh? Like the way that, you know, Cosway was just like, oh yeah, you're gonna touch my girl, eh? It gave the character a bit of not only stubbornness, but also a little bit of this childish aspect to it, right? I mean, I think that most of the time when we see someone fight every single guy that approaches a girl, when in fact the fault is the girl that is going around, you know, with every single guy teasing them. We usually see that at lower ages, but again, I think it was necessary to give you an insight, a look into Cosway's character, and to basically make you realize that he is completely blinded in his not really love, but more like obsession for me. And again, I really liked it. I mean, I thought it was, you know, even though a little bit exaggerated, I thought it was necessary and appropriate. So thumbs up there. And it's funny to see how Cosway becomes Lei, yet at the same time he transcends Lei, because at the end of the film he's kind of, from a point of view, able to not control me, but I think that he just persisted so much that, you know, me sickness got the best of her, and she was like, okay, like, I need somebody to take care of me. This guy is always here. All right, whatever, we'll get married finally. Whatever. I loved the role play and the acting by Naito. I thought it was one of his best so far, and again, that's just what I think. I really liked it. I believed the naivete of the character through his acting, so I was very pleased there. You know, 2 thumbs up, Naito, for the acting. Was very nice. I loved it. As to the attire, I completely loved all the different combinations of paso with taibo, with shoes, with some Western jackets, with the Myanmar shirt, and at the same time, I think he put on shoes and a paso. I thought it was wonderful. It made me think that maybe I should do that too, although it will be a little bit out of place in today's world. But it looked really cool. I think that the dresses and the attires used by the characters in the movie were very appropriate, and I think they were awesome. I mean, it's just, it gives you that feeling of that era. And I definitely love how they did that small scene at the Strand Hotel in the pool room. They just, you know, that place is just awesome for this kind of movie, and they did the color grading with the LUT, and it gave it a completely different look, you know, because I've been there and I know that place. So I totally love when I identified the place, like, oh, that's Strand Hotel, awesome. So overall, I completely love the movie. I understand that some of you guys were concerned about the excessive smoking and all of this. I agree that it's not nice, it's not a good idea to promote smoking, especially for those younger audiences that may be watching the film. At the same time, I believe that the excessive smoking by me was part of her character. It was necessary to show how frustrated and psychotic she was. So while I agree that it's not good to tell the public smoke, 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 the fact that you have me smoking, which is a character that is most despised by, you know, the audience, and is kind of like the villain a little bit, that puts it in a different category, let's say, where I think that because the character had an overall negative aura around her, I don't think that a lot of people would think of smoking, or I hope not. So that's it, you know, I will give it, you know, 2 thumbs up. I loved it. You know, I think that the movie was, you know, anywhere from a 8.5 to 9 out of 10. I think that it's a big step up for all of the Myanmar movies, and I'm really looking forward to watching more of these nice, elaborated movies here in Myanmar. And please put more subtitles. Although I'm taking classes, but I still need the subtitles. Alright? Jesus de Mare. Tata.